Hey, we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 79 of
69 part 10.
69 part 10.
I hope someone gets that reference.
I hope nobody does. Some announcements before we begin. There really isn't any. 2 weeks, though, from tonight, hopefully we're playing Monster Hearts. We need to get everybody together to discuss things. I'm calling everyone out for not responding to the message in the group chat.
Which one?
What? That came put a couple weeks ago. Like, hey, we need to get things together and figure out when we're playing how to do Monster Hearts. I'm like, okay, I'm free these days, and then nothing happened.
Oh, that's fair. And calling us out while being recorded really puts our feet to the fire.
Yeah, live on the internet as well. It's not just recorded; it's live.
Mm-hmm. 2 weeks.
Although I will admit, you froze up on my screen for a minute, so I just heard like silence and then calling you guys out for something. I'm like, huh? What am I being called out for?
So hopefully, we'll be playing Monster Hearts 10:30 p.m. in 2 weeks from now for our Halloween one shot that we do every year. I think this is our second time that our Halloween one shot is not D&D. The first time was Fate, ran by Sam, which was a lot of fun. If you haven't seen it, it's on the YouTube channel somewhere. I play myself. We all play ourselves, essentially.
Yep.
I just play more.
I think I died.
I don't think anyone died, actually.
I think someone died. I'm not sure. It might have been an NPC, but someone definitely died.
People died. You definitely grabbed a bunch of knives out of a sushi restaurant.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Tried to grab a katana off the wall, but it was just there was no blade to it. It was just like cardboard.
Man. Good times. So that one shot is up on our YouTube channel if you want to check it out. It's called Noodles in Bad Company.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun. And this year,
too forceful of a laugh.
This year, hopefully Monster Hearts, because that looks so much fun. And then our other games, probably no Halloween one shots, just because, too much work. Also, first week in November, I am moving to a new place of residence in a different city. So hopefully that gets rid of all the internet issues, because I can directly connect into the router this time, where I'll be living. So that'll be nice. So hopefully that fixes a lot of my issues that I've been having. What else? So I'm moving November 7th. So that's probably meaning no games on the channel the Sunday, November 8th, because my internet will be getting set up November 8th. But if everything goes according to plan, Soldiers of the Lich Queen may be back November 1st, because that's Sunday, and I will not have moved yet. So,
yeah.
It's the first Sunday of November is the first.
One episode of season 2, and then nothing.
Yeah, that's all you get.
Yeah, episode 1.
You gotta wrap it up real quick, Sam.
5:15 p.m. Eastern time because our time has changed. I think. Yeah, that's what's up. Jesus.
Soldiers of the Lich Queen is like the Firefly of this channel.
It's like the Doctor Who. Just like
it's not canceled yet.
Hiatus for like 2 years and then.
Yeah.
Never saw Firefly.
Six seasons in a movie, guys.
Anyways, Oh dear. Time for a recap of what happened last week. Not really a lot, but recap. So here is my word for word that I've written down for my recap. Recaps take all my energy away, so here we go. Last we left off, the party watched Henry completely fuck up Rudolph Belwyn, and they all made their way back to where Edmund Belwyn was imprisoned by Henry's force cage. Henry opened up a curtain that actually didn't exist in that room because I mixed up the locations of Edmund's quarters and his study. But fuck it, the sun vaporized him anyways. With the Belwyn family dead, and their control over Cala de Cuervos done and over with, Henry began preparations to take over Belwyn Manor and attempt change on the island, with Kelwyn heading off to speak with the vampire spawn guards who have been given their free will back with the deaths of the Belwyns. The vampires agreed to stay on and guard the manor if Henry wanted them, as they feel like they couldn't fit into society in their state of undeath. Esme and Gunter Lofferton were found locked inside their chambers and made way to the residents on the island to rest up and recuperate from their time as captives under the Belwyn's influence. Meanwhile, the rest of the party explored the manor, found some alchemical recipes, and generally just fucked around and enjoyed a bit of relaxation in the house since they earned it, while everyone was relaxing, tormenting imps, and throwing daggers at mounted animal heads.
Mostly Ash.
Yeah. Leah began...
No, not daggers, though. Kitchen
True.
knives.
True. Leah became enamored with a strange book that spoke back to her and eventually swallowed her soul. Confused as to what was going on, Keesong called for everyone to meet up on the 3rd floor, where Leah's soulless body was displayed. Eventually, her soul was returned to her body by the way of remove curse after everyone took a long rest, and everyone got a good night's sleep, aside from Leah. And that's where we're going to pick up the session for the week. Everyone waking up in the Arcanum.
So, how did that work? We woke up to get the spell slot or whatever in order to uncurse that and
Correct.
get her awake. So she would just be, all of us are waking up. We just did this and she's awake. Or she gets her soul back, correct? Yeah. All right.
Well, you okay?
Yeah, New's just tired.
Your soul was gone.
Your body was technically dead for about 12 hours.
Oh, that. They hadn't seen anybody there for at least 200 years.
Anybody where?
When I was in this library and I couldn't... There were so many books with nothing to read. And they were all trapped there.
Who was trapped there?
Souls and souls, Eclipse.
I think that's what the apparitions we saw jumping out of that thing.
That would make sense. Anyone up for exploring that Asmodeus room across
The
the
what?
I mean, yeah, Ogden, it seemed like there was a whole bunch of other stuff in this room. And what do we want to do with this book? It's bad.
Well, I think seeing as how Leah's not in it anymore, we could destroy it unless we want to trick people into using it for our own selfish needs.
Well, wait, hang on a minute. All right, I know I'm not usually the best voice of reason when it comes to evil artifacts, but just hear me out on this.
Just throwing out a pros and cons list. That's all I'm doing.
It already ate a soul, so we do get 2 free answers before it eats another soul. Might be worth it.
It was a bit dodgy with its answers, so
That's true. That's true.
Unfulfilled.
Also, it does apparently just take the casting of a spell to fix it, which, like, you know, we took care of it. It wasn't anything permanent. So as long as we're prepared to do that, like.
And we also had plenty of time to deal with it. Like 2 days is more than enough time to get someone out of the book.
You know, I feel like this is honestly kind of a book that is if you have an able cleric in a village or a city.
I mean, we have an able cleric with us 100% of the time, and I'm just gonna like put a fist bump down for Noose.
Boom, I feel it.
No,
That said, just so all
well, I'd like to finish what I was saying. I am saying if you have an able-bodied cleric for a city, this could be the best advisor you ever had.
and full disclosure for you guys, I have to remove the curse that would be bestowed upon your soul upon the third question, and well, that's a third level slot, which is, you know, there's a lot of important ones there, like bringing people back from the dead. So that kind of gets rid of an important spell slot. So, you know, I'm just saying, might not be something we want to abuse.
I mean, of course we wouldn't want to abuse it. If we maybe came across someone we didn't like and wanted to get rid of, and we had already asked 2 questions of the book already, we could just hand them the book and let them ask their question and be done with them.
Real awkward if they succeed in the save, though.
I'm not good at magic, DM. I don't understand these things.
What's happening?
That's why I was suggesting that we could give it to maybe an upstart city that has a qualified cleric, and let them deal with it. Kind of a here you go. That gives them the best advisor ever.
Oh, you mean Kelwyn?
Perhaps, yeah. And that way he wouldn't have to worry about really having an advisor. He's got the perfect one there. And if some willing person who's like, I'd like a mind vacation for 12 hours in silence.
If they really need to get away from an argument from their partner or something, like they just need one of them to cool down for 2 days or so.
Or, you know, maybe they've just
jump into the book.
Got a lot of demons they need to meditate out, you know?
Yeah.
But Ogden,
yeah.
it really takes a lot out of you coming back. Like, I'm just so tired after that. They'd have to be okay with that.
I mean, some people live most of their lives tired and feel pretty good about it.
I don't.
I'm so sorry that it's really giving you guff. I hate that for you.
I think I just need to take a nap after or something.
So my only thoughts about, I think giving this to a town, especially this one, great idea. The only thing my thought process is kind of tripping over with this is the fact that we're kind of trying to prevent the King of Devils from taking over the material plane. We're kind of doing that blind, more or less. So a bit of guidance could be helpful.
Yeah, just letting you know today, if more than 2 of you die, the third one is gonna be super dead. That's all I'm saying.
But can't Leah do a thing to bring people back as well?
Not very well, Eclipse.
I mean, you did it with me kid is blanking on his name. The
Joseph?
kid, Joseph.
She didn't
You
succeed,
did it with
though.
I mean, well, you certainly tried.
It's red.
So the goal overall is not to die today. Like that's where we're starting.
Yeah.
I think that's a very low bar.
That's a good idea.
I mean, hey, you know what? You
The goal is not to die.
one step at a time. feel like that's not an unlofty goal for our group.
Well, considering that a few of us have actually died more than once in their lifetimes, it's probably going to be a little harder than usual.
Death's icy grip has not missed any of us.
I mean, Mordecai's technically dead, and he was a part of our group.
I think he said it hasn't missed any of us.
Yeah, all of us have
That's true.
tasted the
icy sting of death.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, not all of us.
Look to Henry. Or Henry's not here.
Henry's.
I'm
Wait,
talking about myself.
Oh, I mean, you were mind controlled by a god
I was
for 2
possessed.
years?
I was possessed for 2 years, yes, but I never died.
Yep.
Wait, are you saying I've died more times than you? I mean, that's not surprising, but I am surprised. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no. The reason I'm the one that's constantly throwing myself in front of the blades of our enemies is because I'm really good at not dying.
Yeah. It's got a point.
It's kind of my thing in this group is not dying.
Pretty resilient.
Also touching cursed artifacts.
It's not my thing. That's Bolvar. We share that one.
Yes, and we've kind of brought Leah into that club.
Yeah, well,
Just a bit.
I mean,
Talking about Eclipse.
no one can really claim that specialty. If anything, Ogden, that's his. That was his bread and butter as a profession.
Which one? The touching cursed artifacts?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah, this wound still hasn't healed.
Is that uncomfortable?
I mean,
Do you want a bandage?
Nah, I mean, you can get used to anything.
You're gonna get gangrene if you don't cover that up, Ogden.
What? No, I mean, actually, it makes holding a cup kind of weird. Like it fits into the right groove of the wound in my hand.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Does anybody know how to regenerate limbs? Could we just hack it off and then just regenerate the hand back?
so I have.
That's a little hasty, Ash.
Does anyone know that spell either?
I do not have the magics to oxalotl my hand.
Well,
I mean, really, it's any
That'd be a
lizard
fun
can rego
curse.
limbs.
A
What?
fun curse to just
I'm printing that down as a curse for future
What?
D&D sessions.
a curse of regrow.
Yeah, you just I can just lop my arm off and it'll regrow.
is that a curse or a blessing?
Why not both?
What's a curse about that?
The curse is that the weapon that you use always regrows. So the weapon, I can do it to myself, but I also do it to enemies, so I can hurt them. But
if your arm's a different race every time.
Yeah. Maybe even an animal.
It's like the reincarnate spell, but for specific body
Limbs.
parts.
Gross.
Buddha 2.0.
So
Let's do DM talk later.
I got one orc leg, one halfling leg.
so yes.
One Aarakocra arm, one Warforged. Completely off balance.
How did I get Warforged? This doesn't even make sense.
So yeah, what are you all up to?
Hey, anyone want to check out the Asmodeus room?
I'm going to repeat on that one. What?
I think you actually want to check out the Asmodeus room.
Really, I kind of have a beef with him at the moment.
Ogden, did you get everything from this room?
Let me take another sweep around. I'm gonna give a fine-tooth comb. Say,
You guys got everything from this room.
So the only was this book.
The book. I posted all the loot in chat last week.
Wait,
Alchemist-
Oh.
Alchemist fire recipe, healing potion recipe, Thessala toxin, and the book.
yeah, no, it's pretty much just
Isn't Arcanum supposed to be filled with The arcane. Just
Yeah, well, gosh, it's like so. I mean, that's a cool idea. To each their own. Some say Arcanum. I say, study. I got to tell you, the Arcanum at the Archaeological Enthusiasts Society. Boy, a lot of drawings, a lot of theoretical papers in there. A lot of, frankly, a lot of just accidents in there. There's a lot of thought accidents where someone tried to write a paper out and it's just garbage. Just a lot of garbage happens. It's you're supposed to get in there and just get your hands dirty. It's an Arcana. For scorch marks. Just a lot of it. Just a wacky time.
Seen that black ring with red veins? Did anybody see that get picked up?
Oh yeah, Henry's got it.
Okay, and he's off somewhere else. Okay, cool.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Henry's actually right here because he came and helped you guys talk to the.
Oh right, he is.
Really back, yeah.
And,
I came back.
And the arcane, and the Arcanum also has a teleportation circle on the floor.
Yeah, don't forget this gem on the floor.
Oh. Well, Ogden.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but did you see him pick up that ring?
Yeah. Everyone saw it because he picked it up like right as everyone was showing up, and he hid it from Henry, or he hid it from Ash. But then Ash was like, "What is that?" And Henry's like, "You wouldn't like it."
Henry, I think Ogden might be able to have a look at that thing, make sure it's not cursed or anything.
Oh right, yeah, absolutely. Although I don't know the spell actually identifies curses, but if it is exclusively cursed, I mean, what's his name, Belwyn? He was wearing it, so presumably not cursed. But here you are. Here, take a look at this.
Excuse me, I'll be in the corner looking at this.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I should have phrased this as a question. I apologize. Would you mind identifying this?
Just defiantly stares at it.
All right, so
I just want to.
we got this creepy.
Can I ask a clarification question? Has Ogden actually started casting anything yet, or is he just staring at it?
Oh, I'm casting. He doesn't. But if you just tell him to do stuff, you don't get a delightful song.
Okay.
If it's a command, it's a lot sassier.
I like Ogden
So
just being fucking sassy.
All the goofy shows. Oh, what a sass machine! I'm feeling full of beans tonight.
So,
Yeah.
all right. So we're getting all this stuff in order. And like a bunch of you guys have said, there is this really weird Asmodeus looking door
There
down
is?
the hall. Yeah.
How did I miss that?
I mean, it's
That's
big
where I
and red
checked out
and
first.
covered in demonic markings, and I don't know how you missed it.
I must have walked right past it. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I was a little focused on, the book and everything, and Leah being kind of dead, and
Which I appreciate a lot.
the bucket or the bowl full of fruit and pastries.
You
Oh,
were
boy, thanks
casual enough
again.
to bring up
There's
the
pastries.
stacks.
Wait,
Oh yeah,
there are pastries.
hang on. Invisible. Bring us breakfast.
Silence. None of them are around.
I can ask
Natural
I can ask what did I name my servant?
David? No.
I don't believe it was David.
It's okay. I'll grab some food on the way out, guys.
Bertram.
Maybe? I don't recall his name.
So,
Daniel Tucker?
All right.
Ogden, at this point, your identify spell goes off. The ring is magical, requires attunement, but other than that, it does not give you any information.
Oh, it's totally cursed.
Yeah.
Ogden Boon
Fuck it.
flips it like a quarterback to Henry.
Only if someone had legend lore.
If
Oh, yeah.
Legend lore?
we'd have to have about 1,000 gold worth of components that have never. Yeah, there's nothing out there. So.
Regardless, you need to attune to it, and it's magical.
And it's a ring?
It'd probably go with a good a red shirt would probably really give it a nice, it'd bring a good depth of color. If you really make that red vein pop,
Make it pop.
What, popping veins? What are we doing?
I don't. You were. Someone was asking what it did, and the magic tells me nothing. So.
Do we need a guinea pig?
Not you.
Why not?
So tempted to volunteer.
Because it requires
So
attunement, and I think pretty much everybody here is all packed up.
I'm not backed up.
Oh, I think you've had. You're.
It's okay. I'm just a little tired. We're still good. I
mean-
have 2 attunement slots open.
Does Lore Weaver not have legend lore? Oh no, it doesn't.
Oh fuck! I should have. Oops.
Justin's like, that would make sense.
Wait. Let me consult my notes, earlier notes when I made up Lore Weaver, and see if I forgot to add the spell to it.
Okay.
I mean,
Mother-
I guess I could. Is this supposed to have legend lore?
Yeah, Lore Weaver.
Yeah, that would make. I was looking. I was
That
like,
would
that
do
would
it.
make sense.
Yeah, it's supposed to have it. Motherfucker.
Like, there's command, confusion, auto irresistible dance, light, modify memory, zone of truth, and motivational speech.
Yup.
I should use motivational speech more often.
It's supposed
That's
to
a
have.
lot of That's
it's
a
supposed to
good
have-
weapon.
It's supposed to have. Yep. It was supposed. Yep.
It's a very good spike.
Hang on. Wait, I think this thing can do something that I forgot about.
Yep.
Oh, look, it's here on the instructions on the back.
What level is that spell
See here,
again?
it says continued on back at
I
the
believe
bottom.
it's 5th, but I could be wrong.
Either 5th or 6th. Yeah, let me check.
Because I think I put in the wrong spell. I have to either replace one of the charge spells because I fucked up. when I
It's
made
5th
it.
level.
Yep,
Okay.
I was right. 5th.
What's the other 5th level in the item then?
Modify memory.
Okay, I have to take out modify
Yeah.
memory and change it.
Okay.
For some reason, I have it prepared, but I don't
What?
have any of the components. Legend lore.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Incense worth 250 gold. With the spell consumes 4 ivory strips worth at least 50 gold each. Well, do they have a piano?
They do. Well, I fixed it.
Okay. Oh, it is when Lore Weaver casts it, does it need the material components?
No, because you're casting it through a magic item.
Okay. Oh, hey, hang on. Bring it over here. I got a thing.
This would help for everything that's happened so far.
It really would.
And because it's being cast through an item, I think you don't need to concentrate on it. So,
Oh, is it a concentration spell?
or I mean, you don't have to it doesn't take the time. I don't fucking know what I'm talking about.
Okay. All right. Yeah, here, bring it over here. Let me just poke it with my stick.
I just imagine you take the ring and put it on top of one.
Just
thing.
put it on the point of the pike.
Okay, I
Oh,
accidentally opened Steam.
that'll play some Warcraft. I don't know if that's on Steam.
No, Baldur's Gate
RuneScape.
3.
RuneScape
Okay.
just came out on Steam.
Really?
No.
I got a message Sam.
After that
this.
sidetrack.
If you can read that, that's what the ring is, and that's what the ring does, Sam. You have discerned
Ooh.
the curse tied to this ring.
Okay.
It's
Oh, hey,
Rudolph's- It's
I was
Rudolph's
just
coffin.
playing that game.
Justin and his cursed items.
Glad no one heard my joke. I'll type it into the group chat so no one gets me in trouble.
Ooh.
Well, once you type it, I'm gonna say it out loud. No.
Uh-huh.
So while Ash is focusing on legend loring this ring, all that's in this room, is the teleportation circle that's left, and the weird jars full of assorted body parts. It's a big wall of text for that ring.
Ash is holding his hand and considering it. Do you need for those charged those effects with the charges at the bottom? Do you need to have the thing at the top take effect before you can use those?
Yes, otherwise Ogden would have learned something with his.
Okay,
Identify spell.
so that thing needs to happen in order for. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
What did your pike find out?
So just on the thing. All right. So, fun fact: if you put this ring on, you get cursed, and if it really doesn't do anything with you when you're cursed, the curse really doesn't do anything.
Just don't put it on.
Until you die. At which point you cannot be brought back to life because at the next dawn you come back to life as a full-on vampire. You get stronger, more dexterous, hardier, resistance to necrotic damage, also bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical attacks. Dark, you can see in the dark. You become evil. You can turn into other animals and things.
I think you glossed over something there.
You also are burned by sunlight and running water.
I am on board with everything except the evil thing and that last thing.
Yeah, turning evil is just kind of that's bad right there.
Yeah.
But we're pirates, right? So like, who
To be
among us
fair,
isn't a little evil?
Yeah. There's some definitely no one here is really 100% good alignment.
Noose does not consider anybody here evil, and if he feels like they are, he is gonna add
Words.
Keysonk and Eclipse ate humans.
Yeah, but we're technically chaotic neutral.
We were also starving.
Yeah, and it was also to see the future.
Oh,
We had our reasons.
So
What the fuck did I
You
miss?
just have to describe a person, place, or object for legend lore. You don't even need to have it. That's cool.
I'm gonna go check out the Demon Lord room.
Yeah, right. Yeah, legend lore is so fun. It's just the lore dump spell.
yeah, and then Ash attunes to the ring.
No, I don't have. I'd have to take off my cursed armor first.
Ash being a cursed armor combo with vampire.
And
But yeah, sunlight. You guys are pirates. Sailing
Yeah.
on the
Yeah, no, that'd be
ocean.
just constantly have the fog up.
All right, so
Mhm.
Just need Azrael's bow from Skyrim and you're good.
legend lore has revealed the ring as the ring of
Whose
the
boat?
vampire.
What?
It also has forbiddance on it, so you can't enter a residence without permission.
Oh, it has that.
You become a vampire, so you get all of its traits and its flaws. So
Mhm.
yeah, people have to say, please come in before you can go into a house.
Maybe later.
Yeah.
So
Immortality's a benefit.
what is the plan, everyone?
Hey, Leah, let's go check out the Demon room.
Yeah, let's go, everybody.
Oh, no one's attuning to my ring. Wouldn't it be fun if
You
someone
said
attuned
it's
to it?
evil.
Whatever. Just
Just read
because
it.
you're evil doesn't mean the DM takes control of you. All right. So you're going to the Devil Door.
Mm-hmm.
That's an encouraging name.
Yeah.
It's not called
Leah's
the Devil
just
Door.
kind of
but-
like leaning on Keysong, just kind of be like, as they're walking along to it.
I feel like I've picked up Leah as a piggyback, and she's just like on my back.
She does have a level of exhaustion because she didn't get her sleep. Sleepy sleeps.
Come on, Leah, let's go. Whoop.
So
Eclipse.
you approach the red door that has Asmodeus' head on it. The door is painted red
I want to paint it black.
with blood, and features the head of Asmodeus shaped from gold embedded into it. The door has no handles, locks, or hinges of any sort.
This is gonna sound really dumb, but how high? Leah's on Eclipse's back. Would Leah be able to touch the head?
Yeah, nothing happens.
Yeah, just like
Can
just like
we-
puts both her fingers in the sockets, like. Eh.
Is there anything on there that we can read?
No,
okay,
they're
cool.
actual wind
The
tanks.
stream is back up. So Eclipse, you touch the door, nothing happens.
Yes. Does anything happen when I push on it?
You can give me a strength check and see.
Strength check?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have my DM inspiration anymore.
You do not.
Hey.
That's weird. I don't know why the stream crapped out. My internet's fine.
Can I use athletics to like shoulder it? Like just run up and shoulder it? Shoulder slam it?
Sure.
17.
Nope.
Oh, bollocks! Oh.
Yeah, just like rubs her shoulder while she's on her back. It's like, it's okay.
All right, guys. Oh, go ahead.
Leah's just gonna be like, Eclipse, can you put me down?
Oh, right, yeah.
That was
You-
a little. Oh.
You want me to
It
try that?
slammed her head into the door as I ran.
I don't know. I think we got to do something else here. I think, and I don't want to do it, but perhaps I should. I'm also question out to you guys. I think maybe this thing's got some mumbo jumbo going on. We gotta ask it a question or tell it to do something for us.
Do we need to feed it our blood or something?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I could try just pushing it open real hard.
Yeah, you're better at pushing stuff than I am.
So I do push stuff and get hit by stuff. Those are my 2 jobs.
Do you see any hinges?
I specifically said no handles, locks, or hinges.
Right. Okay.
Is it an egg?
It is not an egg, but I get the reference.
Packed full of them tonight.
But maybe gold treasure inside is hid.
Oh, I do your thing.
Strength check.
All right. Straight strength?
Or athletics, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, athletics would be great. That's a 23.
Doesn't budge.
Hmm.
Leah's just like looking at the door, and she's just like, she's just gonna like bite her finger,
Okay.
take like
Sure.
one, and to like get it to bleed a bit,
Okay, 1 point of damage.
and
All right,
she just kind
Naruto.
of like look at
Everyone turns
Look
into
at-
stumps.
look at Noose and be like, I think this'll work, and she'll just kind of like put her finger on the door with the blood. Like,
Nothing happens.
oh, wow, that didn't hurt me. Good.
Yeah, you don't want to, especially with devils and stuff, you don't really want to give them your blood. That's kind of a bad.
I'm gonna start pulling on sconces and pushing over statue heads. See if anything else.
There are no
statues.
statues on this floor. It's just those statues of the armored. Those 3 armored fiends.
I'm gonna look out for you, Leah. All right, just be careful.
Thanks, Kisong. Maybe we just need to knock. And Leah will just like knock 3 times.
Nothing.
I'm a lot of ideas, Kisong. What do you think?
Well, that thing I mentioned earlier, guys, is it alright if we give it a shot?
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't hurt.
Hey, door. What are you doing here? Door. Do you want to open up for us? Door, open up. Open up, you stupid door. Asmodeus, you stupid idiot.
Okay.
Open up.
As you say,
Okay, Kisong, I think that's enough.
as you say, Asmodeus, the gold head on the door flares a little bit, but it doesn't open. You get the sense you found the right word, but you didn't say it the right way.
Oh, say it like...
Asmodeus.
The door opens.
Who knew they were just such fans of musicals?
You've solved his Falco riddle.
No. Yeah, you get the sense it just wasn't said right.
Say it like Carnifex says it.
I could just say it like Carnifex says it.
I mean, it's kind of Noosa's thing, though. I wanted to see if he could do it like you did it.
All right.
Oh, does he
I
have?
mean,
I imagine he's got like titles, right? Maybe we have to give middle.
You also could be saying it in the wrong language.
Yeah, heck, I don't know this stuff.
And just you stumble
That
on it.
said, that would mean as hell when I said his name. So is it just something we actually want to do? Because it could be bad.
it could be a portal to hell. And we
Yeah.
probably don't want to mess with that at the moment.
What's the next thing on the list?
Let's us look. I had it written down somewhere. So we could go to an Undil and rescue Ogden's parental figure. We could look for the Flying Dutchman off the coast of Dawnbreak Cove. We could go to Old Newport and look for Bahamut's Bane. Or we could open the portal to hell.
Yeah, yeah, this clown, I feel like I gotta, what was it, did I need to take it to a certain place in hell, or was it
A place
a
that
certain
is
place
seen.
in the
A
abyss?
place that nowhere there. It opens up a portal to the abyss, so Lolth can
Okay.
communicate with her soldiers better. That's what she told you. It needs to be taken, and the portal needs to be opened up in a place that has seen conflict. Didn't specify a specific place, just a place that's seen conflict.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna forget about that for a bit then.
I mean, we could also take it to Dawnbreak Cove because there's been a lot of conflict on Dawnbreak Cove.
No, I don't feel like it. To be
All
honest,
right.
I don't think I really even want to do anything with this.
All right.
But, I'd be down to go back to Old Newport, check out that place is doing.
Okay.
You were
Stop
told
by the Terrace Tavern.
You were told that the Bahamut's bagger is Bahamut's bagger, the grocery bagger that she hires. Bahamut's Bane, the dagger, is in that temple you all, not all of you, but a few of you saw on that island.
Mm-hmm.
Now it'd be a trip down memory lane for sure.
Yeah, it would be nice.
And the tavern owner of that tavern, the Jurassic, got murdered.
Oh yeah.
Free drinks.
Yeah. Well, we can see who's taken over that place.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really need to, though. It's kind of out of the way.
Might be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were trying to say something?
Oh, sorry.
You're muted.
Don't you know Infernal Eclipse?
I know Abyssal.
Well, what if you spoke his name in Abyssal?
Don't think we want to go any further with this door. Also, I think speaking the King of Hell's name in Abyssal might be a bad idea.
Bax, would you do it?
Who?
Carnifex?
Oh, Carnifex.
Oh yeah, I could. I just thought, I was.
Well,
I thought
what
the
if
idea was we were
it's
going to leave the door alone.
Well, we don't know if it's a portal to hell or not.
I feel we should definitely play this one safe, but yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Am I,
just don't want to see what's behind the door, though.
am I saying it or not?
I think the biggest question we need to answer is if we can close the door after we've opened it.
Yeah, and I think this might be an opportunity for Leah to learn a valuable skill known as reading the room.
I was going to say restraint, but that works too.
Yeah, I feel like the
Read it,
general
Ogden. The door's closed.
currently, yeah, and not every door. It sounds counterintuitive to a treasure-seeking archaeologist to say that a closed door should stay closed, but sometimes the greatest mysteries are the unsolved ones. So shall we
Well, so here's
exit left?
if I may play, and I apologize for the wording, devil's advocate here. I agree with you that certain doors should be left unopened, but is that the case in a place where you're attempting to make it a stronghold? Like, if we're trying to base ourselves here, shouldn't we know what's behind it?
May I remind the room, Ash, you weren't here for this, but we probably told you, of the last time we messed with an artifact of Asmodeus.
I'm aware. I'm just saying, like, we don't know if it's an artifact or if it's just a door. Like, there could just be things behind it.
It literally has his face on it, and
I
it
know.
glows when you said his name.
Right, but no, it's not necessarily a portal. It could be literally just a door. There could be a monster hiding behind it. We also don't know the door is only one way. Like, you know, the door could be unlocked from the other side.
A door, though? It has no hinges. It's got no doorknob. It's got no locking mechanism. It's a wall for all we know.
When I looked at it, the universal voice in my head that describes the world to me did describe it as a door, so...
All right.
I mean, I did hear that, but also that voice continually throws cursed objects in our path.
All right, guys.
Object.
What? What was that?
Well, Eclipse says the universe keeps throwing us cursed objects, but it's not an object, it's a door. We can't take the door with us.
I have a plan, okay? Well, it's not really a plan. It's a course of action. So, let's pretend that we as a group decided we wanted to try opening the door. How would we do it in a safe way that doesn't just spill out the words and then all of us get engulfed in fire? How do we want to do this as safely as possible?
It also begs the question of, you know, if the Belwyns had it in their house, presumably it wouldn't just belch fire at whoever was standing in front of it. That doesn't seem like a safe thing to have inside your house.
Again, we've seen a lot of crazy stuff, guys. And this is a bad-looking door, so
Legend
perhaps
lore.
we could take some precautions and...
I can't cast Legend Lore again today.
Well, Henry, can't you do that wonderful arcane gate?
I could do that. Yes, I could. I could create one. I could create one in front of the door, so anything that comes through it would be redirected to a safe location.
How long does that last?
An hour. No, wait, 10 minutes? One of the two. Longer than, not a significant amount of time. 10 minutes.
Well, considering we're not in immediate danger, that doesn't seem like a very long amount of time.
I mean, it's enough time for us to deal with whatever comes through it, or if anything does.
Or maybe Ogden could put down his hut. We could like, oi, and then dip.
I'm sorry?
What? Is that something you can do, Ogden? Make your little hut, and then we could hide in it after we do like a door thing, the door thing.
Well, I'd have to stay in. I'd have to be a decent distance away, and I'd have to stay at the entrance of the hut and wait for people to come in. But you'd all have to be in there, leave, and come back.
Wonderful. We'd have to leave behind our very powerful wizard.
Well, no, I mean, I'd just leave the hut behind. But
I'm pulling
saying,
for anything
can I leave the
dangerous.
tiny hut behind?
Yeah, I think once you leave the hut, it goes away.
Right. Yes. So for this plan to work, I'm not in front of the door at any point during when we say his name. Say his name.
Oh,
I will not be around there.
Oh, why wouldn't we just do the hut right in front of the door and then poke our head out, say the thing, and then get back in?
I don't know.
Again, I'm just throwing out like stuff, so we don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Anybody else got any ideas?
I think
We open the door. I stand right in front of it. Bare ass news.
Hey, everybody! Technical difficulties! Hopefully fixed when I move so I can fucking stop dealing with internet wires going down 11 flights of stairs. Door. The red door is now the episode title.
D&D parties indoors. Let me tell you,
Yeah.
almost as bad as chairs.
You're hanging out inside, but outside this red door, Asmodeus, what's up?
All right. So we're definitely gonna try to open this door. How do we want to try doing it that doesn't get us all killed?
We could all hide in the next room and Conifex just shout it.
Or
I will
suck
stand
into
right
a
in front of
different-
it.
Yeah, but I mean, you stand in front of it is gonna get us in trouble if the door just sucks you into the 9 hells. You know what I mean?
I'll fight my way out. It'll be fine.
Oh yeah, you might. You might. He just goes up to the tap.
Fist bump.
You might.
I'm good for like 2 things.
It is a door, so maybe it is.
Has anyone tried pickling the door yet?
Did you say pickling or tickling?
Both.
Just splash brine on it. Get the
Like,
vinegar. Get the vinegar.
in a jar for 6 weeks. No, tickling it. I don't know. Anyway,
I know.
Do you want to try
Yeah.
tickling it, Ogden? That could be your tactic. No, it's your idea. You can try it. You
Ogden
got
just
first
like
dibs.
presenting the bad idea. News will go and tickle it.
Chico.
Nothing happens.
Oh wait. So we definitely got something with saying the dude's name, but it's just. Does anybody think they know how to say it correctly?
Oh yeah, I definitely do.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Conifex is our best bet.
Oh wait. So. Then how are we gonna do this?
I'm kind of just leaning on the train where we just open it, see what happens, and react.
Ogden Boon is gonna use his third eye ability to see invisible things 10 feet in front of him.
Okay, nothing invisible.
Well, there's nothing
On this side of the door.
on this side of the door. Wink.
Can I see? Can Henry see out a window from here?
No.
Okay.
Justin.
Yeah.
How would divine intervention work now that Noose is like?
Good question.
What intervenes?
I have a fun.
We'll talk-
I
we'll
have
think
a fun
about it
idea.
later.
Oh, I already have a fun idea.
Yeah.
Noose wouldn't know,
Yeah.
but I do.
All right. Cool. I'll hold off
All right,
on
Marianne
that.
Boone kicks down the door.
Yeah.
Well, she's a god
Appears.
now.
All right, am I doing this? Am I saying anything?
I'm gonna dip around the corner so that I can revive you guys when you're all dead.
Yeah, all right, sounds good.
Noose goes around the corner.
Sure.
Welcome if you got him.
Sure.
I'll
Oh,
follow
yeah, I
you,
have that
Noose.
shirt.
Ogden Boon also goes into the Arcanum and looks.
Ash is just gonna stand there.
Sure.
Henry's gonna cast Armor of Agathis on himself.
Okay.
What's the way you're doing?
She's gonna like press herself against the wall, like her back to it, holding her staff in case anything goes south, so she can quickly help.
Okay.
In case anything goes sus.
It's already sus.
door
We're
is sus.
We're
You're
sussed
right.
up to here.
As I saw Asmodeus vent.
so, Carnifex,
Mm-hmm.
are you saying what are you doing?
All right, I'm gonna say Asmodeus's name in Infernal. Swestumzasa.
Nice.
Just Asmodeus backwards.
As you say the name of Asmodeus in Infernal, the door opens.
What does it look like?
Inside the room, the walls are painted with a mixture of red and gold. The floors are covered in blackened cobblestone, and the ceiling depicts a mural of Asmodeus creating the first pit fiends from his most devout followers. In the center of the room is a massive golden statue of Asmodeus that stands roughly 15 feet tall. His arms are stretched out wide, almost as if he's looking for an embrace. Unlike the other rooms in this manor, this room is devoid of a fireplace.
It's just a big, giant statue of Asmodeus. Who's got rope? Let's. Can we just like toss some rope up and just yank it down?
So it's not a portal to the Nine Hells?
Nope, just a room.
Excellent. Yeah, good job, everyone. We beat it.
Literally just a room, yeah.
Leo
We
will like
spent
walk
an
into the
hour.
room.
Hey guys,
It's an imposing
we gotta do
door.
things safe. We gotta do things safe. All right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That moment.
When everyone except one PC has died, you gotta play it safe.
That moment as a DM when you're just like, just go through the door. It's just a door. I can't tell you that, but it's just a door.
So what have we got in here? This gold statue that we can like melt down and turn into coins, right? What?
Oh,
Am I
this
trying to see if the
wants
gold
a
is
hug.
cursed?
Pardon me?
No. Can I try to see if the gold is cursed?
Do you have legend lore?
No.
This sucks.
I just want to look at it really hard.
You look at it really hard. It's Asmodeus.
Yellow is sus.
Is there Ogden Boon would like to enter the room,
Okay, you enter the room.
checking out everything, seeing if there's anything invisible, and just
There is not.
nothing invisible in here, thanks to my wizard eyes.
He's gonna start casting detect magic
Okay.
or key song. Yeah, I'm getting troubles with it too, so no worries, guys.
Who's got rope?
I've got some rope
Ah.
here.
Can I borrow it?
Oh yeah.
Leah's going to like seeing it. It looks like it wants a hug. She's just gonna kind of like jokingly give it a hug, like, I let you free.
As soon as you hug it in your head, you
Why do you do this? Why
you,
did
you
It's-
hear in your head a voice call out to you, and it says, "Hello, Miss Greenwood."
Not again.
And let me double check something.
Hello.
Hello. Charisma saving throw, please, since you responded to him.
I thought really hard about stopping her and decided against it.
And you know,
The
I was
problem was-
assuming.
She
I
did
just started
mother-
to cast. I just started to take some time to cast a spell, so I was busy.
Come on. Come on. Come
Ash was
on.
trying to topple the statue, so.
How does a -1 sound?
Oh lord.
You get the feeling that since you responded to Asmodeus, because he's talking through the statue, he just discerned almost everything about you. Your name, origin, every little secret you have tied to you is now his knowledge. And you get the sense this is how the Belwyns commune with Asmodeus. And he just learned everything about you, what you're doing, where you and your friends are, your secrets, your plans, your plots. And he's like, so, how are you?
I'm gonna pull Leo away.
You guys don't know this is happening. This is all telepathic.
No, but like,
She's hugging the statue.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, no, get off of that. We're trying to knock
Okay.
it down.
Eclipse pulled you off the statue, so
Way
the,
like someone-
the,
like
the
a broom
speaking, the
that's
speaking
getting
ends.
electrocuted.
I think I pull Leo away just as it topples over.
I should probably write this. Oh no, it's very heavy. I should write this down.
Yeah, but you might have to talk with Brittany to figure out what exactly Leah knows, because I think each of us have things that we never told Leah.
Mm-hmm. Leah, when you see the statue of the leader of hell, who is trying to take over the prime material plane, holding out his arms in a hug, you generally don't hug it back.
It's just a hug.
It's safe to assume that it's probably evil.
Hey, are you all right? Did anything happen?
No, nothing happened. It was just, I'm just so tired.
I feel like I gotta do an insight check on that.
Detect magic also goes off, by the way. Whoever was casting that.
Yeah.
You get conjuration
Mm-hmm.
and one sec, evocation.
So that's both on that one statue or other
Correct.
places in the room?
Just a statue.
Okay, so the statue is the only thing in the room that has magic on it besides us.
Correct.
All
Oh,
right, cool.
and the door. The door has necrotic.
Okay.
And Ogden, you wanted to do an insight check?
On Leah.
I also did want to do that.
Well,
no, that's not even like.
yeah. What's your passive insight?
Oh, my passive insight is
20.
24.
Yeah, mine's 20.
Yeah. Come on.
like Leah's just like, I don't know, just I'm tired. I heard something, but I think it's just because I'm tired.
What did you hear?
I just heard a voice just saying hello.
What did it sound like?
Oh, it didn't sound inherently evil.
Did it sound like the box that you opened?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
But it didn't sound inherently evil.
Oh, I mean, with
Lex
respect.
just goes to a corner and sits down back to the rest of the room.
Yeah,
Sits down and faces the corner.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't hear Asmodeus talking anymore, do I?
You do not.
No,
Leah. Oh god. Okay. Leah's just gonna be like, just wait, and
I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen. This is why we don't open strange doors.
I can't make things any worse. And she's going
Oh
to hug
no,
the statue again.
Don't
You
say
absolutely can.
So you're touching the statue again?
Yeah.
Ah, hello, Miss Greenwood.
Asmodeus, nice to chat with you again.
Of
How is it?
course.
How is it since you've been out of the box?
Wonderful, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll be sure to kill you last out of all your friends.
Not what I was expecting, but okay. Just a quick question. What are you doing right now? I heard that you have some world domination going on.
New number, you up?
Where'd you find the body, Asmodeus?
I'm doing what needs to be done.
Who are you killing now?
No one in particular as of yet. But the soul carriage should have enough cargo now.
The soul carriage?
You and your friends saw it poking your nose around.
Well, do you want me to tell them anything? I don't think you can get us here, can you? No, haha. See, I'm
my
good at
link,
telling jokes like
my
she's
link, my link to that home is still very much intact. And realistically, I can go wherever I please, now that I'm free of my cube. For example, and you all watch as the statue just disappears, and Asmodeus takes its place.
Oh!
cracks his
okay,
neck.
clarification. Am I still touching? Am I touching Asmodeus?
You're technically touching Asmodeus, like, on the belly. Hello, everyone. I think it's about time we meet.
Carnifex is going to dimension door.
Okay.
Just 500 feet in a
Counter
direction.
spell.
Counterspell to that counterspell?
You can certainly try.
What's happening? What's happening?
No running away, Carnifex.
That's a very nice staff you have.
Oh, he's holding a staff too, his, like, tri-staff. So,
Leah just like awkwardly her stance on his belly because she just like doesn't know what the fuck to do.
looks at Carnifex and Henry. Your contract makers are dead.
Can I try to hide?
Yeah, go for it. Where are you hiding in this room?
Under a table?
There is no tables. It's literally what I
Behind a
described in
chair?
this room, just a statue.
Can I try to slink out of the door?
Go for it.
Into the hallway?
Go for it. Stealthing
Jeez.
right in front of his eyes. But he is preoccupied with Carnifex, so.
Okay. Can I give myself Bardic Inspiration?
You cannot. It specifically states in Bardic Inspiration other creatures.
You need to be like school
I
of
need-
lore, I think, in order to do that.
I'll just say his passive perception might be way too high for you to stealth, but he is
well-
a literal god.
Oh, she
my
needs like
stuff-
40.
Yeah. I rolled a 13 plus 18. So that's
No, so wait.
31.
31, he sees you slink out of the room. He's like,
Jeez.
and he snaps his fingers and the door shuts. So, Carnifex,
Uh-huh.
you have a choice. You come back with me now that your contract is done, or I turn all of your friends here into tonight's dinner for the devils. Just think, I wouldn't have known you were here if your little friend here didn't commune with me in my statue. Make a choice. She just puts
Nice.
you in great risk.
Nice going.
I didn't mean to, Carnifex. Please don't take him, Asmodeus. Please.
Is Noose within touching distance of Henry?
Yeah?
He's gonna cast Regenerate on him.
Okay.
He doesn't
Nothing.
know what's gonna happen.
He looks down at Leah. Say that again, child. He smiles a little bit.
Please don't take Carnifex away.
Do you want to make a deal?
What kind of deal?
I won't take Carnifex away if you offer me something up that is of equal value. He's eyeing your staff.
No, the Fungal Lich gave me this.
Interesting.
I love Carnifex. He's wonderful. But the Fungal Lich.
Carnifex, it's time to leave.
You know, I don't know if I can. I think I might be stuck in here.
And Asmodeus starts walking towards Henry.
I want to cast Ray of Enfeeblement.
Legendary resistance. And just keeps walking.
And I'm gonna cast Hold Monster. I mean, I want to cast if we're. Are we out of? Is there
Hold Monster does not work. He is immune to the paralyzed condition. God. So,
Okay.
starts walking slower and slower towards Henry. You have a choice, Carnifex.
Yep. He's just slowly backing up.
And he just reaches a hand out and conjures a familiar looking contract to you, Henry, one that had spilled ink on it.
Mm-hmm.
Looks at everybody else. Looks at Leah. Smiles and says, I would just like to thank you once again, Miss Greenwood, for freeing me from my prison.
Yeah. You're so welcome.
Hey, stop being a jerk to her, okay?
I'm not being a jerk to her. I'm taking back what is mine from Mr.
You
Lofferton
know
here.
what that means.
Yes, well, I'm taking back what is mine. And the contract in Asmodeus' hands starts to burn at the corners.
I can't do it.
What are you taking?
Carnifex.
Oh, good idea. How long does that take? Fuck, it takes a minute. Fuck. Oh, I can't do anything.
Uh,
What are... Okay, this might be shenanigans, but what are the odds I could cast Distort Value on something?
For Asmodeus, nah, probably not.
Does Ogden have Dimension Door?
Muted.
Oh, and Asmodeus isn't affected by spells. He's immune to spells of 6th level or lower.
Okay.
Well, that's a first level spell, so.
Yeah.
Step.
I forget who in the party has Dimension Door other than Henry. I've seen people use it.
Yes.
All right. Henry Fex is gonna move over. He's gonna try and like scoot over towards Keysonk. But like, quick, teleport us out.
And yeah, he still has the contract, and it's still slowly starting to burn from the corners into the
I
center.
want to cast Cone of Cold on that fiery contract. And by extension on that dude in front of us.
He's also immune to cold because he's a devil. Some devils are immune to cold.
Mm-hmm.
Or is paper immune to cold in this respect as well?
It is a contract, so we'll see. It does stop the burning for now, and he looks at the contract and just locks eyes with Mr. Ogden Boon.
I'm going to step in front of Ogden.
Keysonk, could you please teleport us out of here, please?
Boop. He's gonna touch him and try it.
Okay. You two are gone.
Oh, he allows it?
Yeah, Asmodeus is not too happy with a certain wizard in the room now.
What was that you cut out a bit?
Oh yeah, Asmodeus is currently not happy with everyone kind of jumping in and intervening, so he just lets Henry go. He can get Carnifex back at any time.
Why do you want him? What is he to you?
He is a devil, and I rule over all devils. The contract is
Well-
done. He comes back to my service.
What does the contract state as it being completed?
Well, his contract owners are dead, so there's no one to hold the contract anymore.
Henry holds the contract.
No, I do.
Well, can't you just wait until you've taken over the material plane? You'll have him without dispute by then.
But then all of you are still going to be romping around and causing me trouble.
Well, in a few more months, it probably won't be like that. You probably figured out that we found out about your imminent attack.
I
Why not let us...
found out everything when Miss Greenwood touched my statue and spoke to me. I learned everything that you've told her, everything she's heard while in your presence, everything she said in your presence, every minute detail of your existence with her I have uncovered.
I'm the DM now.
There you go.
Why don't you just let us lowly mortals give our feeble attempt and amuse you for the next few months?
You know what? Let's make it more interesting. I could jump things up a bit and say make it 2 months instead of 10. For the interference, of course. And I won't take
No.
Henry, and I will leave right now.
I'm gonna look around at whoever's left in the room.
You, Leah, and Ogden.
And Ash.
And Ash. Yeah, Ash is in here.
Just kind of mentally asking if this is a deal we should take.
Leah's just like with her like telepathy to her. It's like, no.
As you speak in telepathy, Asmodeus smiles.
I'm just asking with my eyes.
Fuck it. Leah's going telepathy on Asmodeus.
Okay.
Like he's just like, I'll make a different deal with you.
What's the deal?
leave your world domination for the 10 months still. Leave Carnifex here with us because we love him so much. If I die before, this all happens, you can have my soul.
And that would throw a hole in the Worldbreaker's plans on sealing me away, because the Fungal Lich would no longer have a champion.
But that's counting on if I die.
I could kill you right now if I...
That's how this works. That's not the contract.
The contract's
There is no
whatever.
contract
The
yet.
contract's whatever I make it to be. Here's my deal, my offer. 2 months before I bring my forces to the material plane, and I don't take anyone's souls, and I leave Henry and Carnifex to continue on being whatever they are. But the time frame jumps up. Realistically, I don't even need to make a contract. I could just do that anyway. Ugh!
I was gonna ask, like, if he can do it quicker, why doesn't he?
Well, yeah, if you can do it quicker, why wouldn't you to begin with? What are you waiting for? Why are you giving us false hope to begin with?
Because false hope is fun to give people.
5 months. I'm trying to haggle. Work with me. It's better than 2, and you know it.
Fine. 5 months and you give me the one who killed Velocash, my personal assassin.
Wasn't that...
The one who killed Velocash.
Yeah, that was Henry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that ends up that's a terrible deal. That's just worse.
It's the same deal with 3 extra months.
No, it's the same deal with 5 less months.
Tick
That's true.
tock. I know you want to keep this house safe. As soon as I leave, it is yours. I'll make a deal with anyone in here, or I can just chase after the goblin and the pain in my ass, and we'll be sorted. I can't promise.
Stunk out of this.
I can't promise if I chase after the goblin he'll be intact, but
Deal. I'll accept your deal.
5 months and the one who killed Velocash.
No deal. I would probably try and somersault forward as best as I can, grab Eclipse, and then Thunderstep out of there while trying to do Thunderstep damage.
Counterspell.
Counterspell that counterspell.
What level are you casting Counterspell at? Because he's not affected by spells of 6th level or lower.
Then I guess I'm casting it at a 7th level.
Okay, he will too then. Counterspell duel.
So you counterspelled my counterspell?
Oh, no, he can't. He can't
Right.
counterspell a counterspell. He only has one reaction.
I was gonna say, does he have a double reaction? Because I cast Thunderstep.
Yeah.
Then you cast Counterspell, and then I cast Counterspell at a 7th level.
Okay.
And then
So this.
sorry, with the steps.
All right. So you and Eclipse are gone then. Thunderstep damage doesn't do anything to Asmodeus because it's too low of a level of a spell. And it's just Ash and Leah in here now.
Ash is just gonna slowly take. Ash, does Ash still have ropes like around Asmodeus's neck and
No.
arms?
No.
Okay, because they were around the statue. I didn't know if he like completely
No,
swapped.
no.
They
places.
probably like disintegrated or something.
Essentially, they would have like vaporized when he arrived.
During this conversation, Ash has been just slowly taking steps until he's outside the threshold of the door.
Oh, the door was closed when Asmodeus entered the room.
Was it?
Mhm.
He snapped
Did
the
we
door
close
closed. He snapped the door
Oh,
closed
we
when
did?
Eclipse
Okay.
tried to get away.
Okay.
So 2 of you left. Are we going to make a deal, or am I going to hunt down every single one of your friends and end their lives painfully? I think I'll start with the goblin. Then I'll go with the wizard.
You don't like Leah's gonna get like close to Asmodeus with her staff and like put it on his chest. Like, you don't hurt a little hair on Kisong's head.
And what are you going to do? Stop me?
Yes,
How?
I may be only like 3 feet tall, but I have fire in me. The fungal lich sees something in me, huh?
I think he's immune to fire. He's a
The
devil.
fungal lich. Has he told you what he does to his champions when they fulfill his purpose? I doubt it.
No.
That's a shame.
What does he do?
You're gonna have to find out if you keep going on this path.
I've got a deal for you.
Turns to Ash. What is it?
Kind of unrelated to just about everything else. But
All
I
right.
imagine you're a man who gets bored.
True.
I spent 2 years with a god in my head. I know a little bit of the thought process.
Wouldn't call him a god, but can continue.
Well, you know. All right. How about this? So, seems to me that you could crush the material plane. It seems even that, given the fact that you said that you could move it up to 2 months, but you could keep it to 10, means that you're holding back a bit in this. I'm guessing for entertainment's sake.
Mostly entertainment.
How about a deal to add a bit of entertainment then?
What is the entertainment?
Well, I noticed that in our group, everyone is all of the world breakers are being represented by champions.
Except for 2 at this point.
So, well, presumably you've learned everything that's going on in Leah's head. You'll know
course.
that eventually the idea is all of them will be represented.
Ash, shut up.
So it sort of seems a little unfair that the great Asmodeus is lacking a champion in this endeavor.
Why would I want a champion who's fighting against me?
Well, because it'd be a champion properly earned. Here's the deal. If in the process of the next 10 months leading up to our inevitable conflict, you empower me as your champion. Consider it an investment, same way that the other world breakers would be. Eventually we come to conflict. In that time, if you win the conflict, then consider that a return on your investment. Any power I would have gained in the process, I then have, and once you've won, I willingly become your empowered champion. However, if I win, of course, if we win, I will no longer have any power because the one supplying it, you, will be gone. But I'll have had the power that you invested in me leading up to that point.
Now, that would put a terrible wrench in your plans to banish me and destroy me for all time, wouldn't it?
Would it?
Each of the world breakers' artifacts need a champion, and only the champion can destroy said artifacts. But I would gladly take you as a champion if it meant me not being destroyed. At the end of the day.
Well, of course, part of this deal would be, since it is basically contingent on our conflict at the end, fair play for the next 10 months.
I won't stop doing what I'm doing already. I've already started amassing my armies.
Oh, of course. But things like this and showing up and just, ripping us apart ahead of time, that would be considered cheating.
Oh, that wasn't the plan. I just came to collect what was mine, Mr. Lofferton's hangar. His
True.
dingleberry, as your friends call it.
That is a thing they call it.
Oh, you really were in my head.
Of course.
You think he was bluffing?
You should think twice before touching strange things.
Everyone has to learn that lesson twice.
I can also bring people back to life, even if they've already passed over.
All right.
Why are you telling us this now?
To entice you into making a deal.
What kind? What? All right, just speak your mind. I'm not clever enough to figure out what you're trying to say.
Oh, my mind is what it was before. I want Carnifex.
Why though?
He is a devil. His contract is done. He comes back to me, as all devils do.
Well, can't you just reassign him to Henry?
Why would I do that?
Because they make a great team?
Why not leave him around as an impartial referee for our deal?
How about this? If he's impartial, he cannot come on any of your adventures and quests henceforth. Carnifex will no longer have a stake in these affairs. And when the time comes, he can come back, but until then, he must remain inside Mr. Lofferton on this island, governing it as they see fit. But they must not interfere in your goings forth.
All right, but of course, can we agree that then this island, as part of their domain, would be this island as their domain, and in protecting that domain doesn't count as being breaking that impartiality.
This island I won't touch this island if that's what we're talking about.
Well, I meant if anything touches this island, they'll be able to defend themselves, of course.
Of course. But I am quite curious to see how that could play out, so I won't send any fiends here. If I don't need to.
Can we still visit Carnifex and Henry?
Of course. But you must not tell Henry and Carnifex any of your plans going forward. He must be kept in the dark. Aside from, because he has to be neutral in this. And if I detect any breakings of said deal, I will return and claim what is mine and punish the one who broke said deal. And if you do seek to be my champion, Mr. Montsosa, I think I have a better option for your end.
What's that?
Whenever that time may come. As of this moment, you'll be my champion if you choose to. But if you should so perish, you will join my armies henceforth as a pit fiend.
That doesn't include you killing him outright, right?
Correct. Not by my hand, at least.
All right. And you will agree that from this point, until our agreed upon final conflict, you will not raise a hand personally in violence towards any of me or my allies?
Myself personally, my armies, if they decide to cut you all down, that is of their choosing. You do have an artifact in your possession that could severely harm my most trusted generals, so...
Which one?
The Soulbreaker, and you know what, actually? Based on what you have in your possession, I would like to add to the deal that dagger becomes part of my possession henceforth.
Oh, I don't have it to give.
I know who has it, so that's my condition.
Well, it's not my deal to make. Also, I believe separating it from the person who owns it would kill them.
I'm the one who created it. I could end that. You love your goblin friend, don't you? You don't want to see them die permanently, do you?
I don't, correct.
Then what is the moral choice here?
I don't care about the moral choice. I care about what's a good idea. We were making a deal here before you decided to add on a condition.
8 months.
That seems a fair trade.
And then in 8 months you can watch the city you were born on burn.
It's been burning. I burned it. Other people have burned it.
So that's our deal then. 8 months. I will not harm any of you by my own hand. My armies...
Or magic. Direct influence.
My servants, however, should they stumble across you and choose to kill you stone dead, that's what they're doing.
As they would have previously.
And if you die at any point, not by my hand, Mr. Monsoza, you will join my army henceforth as a pit fiend, and I will take much pleasure in setting you loose on your friends and loved ones.
Yeah, it sounds fair.
Wonderful. Snaps his fingers and a contract appears, and he holds out his like one of these long like black fingernails to your hand and pricks it.
Okay.
Sign on the dotted line.
I'll retract back the invisible armor so we can actually get to my flesh.
Who said he didn't need to?
No, just right through it.
Oh yeah.
All right. Now wait, can I read over the contract?
Basically everything we just discussed and agreed on.
Okay, so make sure it's all accurate.
If you die henceforth, at any point, you will no more Ash, pit fiend in Asmodeus' army. Called Ash though.
Yeah, just the health bar will be labeled as Ash.
Yeah.
And there was parts of this about you empowering me as your champion as well, leading up to this.
Yes. But what are you going? You want to defeat me though, yes?
It's the goal.
How do you plan on doing that if not all the Worldbreaker artifacts are given champions?
Why don't you let me worry about that?
What if you give him the cube that I set you free from?
That's a prison. That is not a... That's a prison.
But...
Why would I give him my prison?
Leah, stop helping!
He snaps his finger. He snaps his fingers. He snaps his fingers and a silent spell goes on Leah.
Leah, you keep giving him ideas.
So, do we have a deal? I should write this entire contract down.
Just out of curiosity, does your championship include an artifact as well?
It does.
And will I be made aware of its location?
You will.
All right.
You won't like where it is.
Oh, I'm sure I won't.
But then, if you could get to it, well, you would certainly be worthy.
Well, let's find out, I guess.
Right, as soon as you sign the contract, you feel a coldness take over you, like one you haven't felt ever. You just made a deal with the Lord of all the Nine Hells.
Mm-hmm.
He takes the contract, looks it over, snaps his fingers, and it disappears. The statue's also gone. He's like, well, this is a private conversation. And he snaps his fingers, and Leah also disappears. And disappears outside the manor. My artifact lies in the deepest layer of the Hells, the 9th layer, Nessus. It is hidden inside my fortress city of Malsheen. Good luck. And he disappears.
Yeah, right, that's fun. I'm gonna go to the door and see if I can open it from the inside.
The door is no longer red, it's a normal door now.
Oh, it's just like all
normal
the
and the statue
stuff.
Yeah, and the statue's gone too.
Right.
I imagine that on the outside you'd have Ogden, Boon, and Leah, and I don't mean the characters. We would have been like pounding on it trying to get in.
Yeah, Ash opens it when it turns back into a normal door.
Hey, friends.
And Leah's
What happened?
outside in the front door. Leah's far away.
Where's Leah? Ash, what did you do?
Oh, Leah's just outside. I think he sent her. She should be probably heading back. Leah, where are you? So
outside in the garden or outside on another plane?
No, outside in the garden. Why would I say outside to refer to another plane of existence?
I don't know. We were just attempting to make a deal with the King of Hell. He could have done anything.
Well, I succeeded in making a deal with the King of Hell.
You what?
We should all probably be together for this part. I got this 8 months though.
Right after Keysonk and Henry dimension door out, and he was just gonna start strutting and be like, "Well, we gave him the thwip."
And Henry's gonna be like, "I'm sorry, I apologize, Keysonk. I did not actually think that would work. My plan was to use up his counterspell so I could force cage him, but apparently he just let us go, which is concerning."
Henry.
Yes.
You hear Asmodeus in your head now.
Oh dear.
Hello, Mr. Lofferton.
Hello.
Your friend Gerhardt has made a wonderful deal.
Oh, has he?
I will let you remain with your partner. He kind of laughs a little bit. Your bondage, if you may. And I asked that you and Carnifex remain on Cala de Cuervos. As a neutral party, I will not attack the island while you're on it. But you and your friends must not discuss plans involving this conflict. And when the time comes, you will be there to be the judge, essentially.
All right.
But unfortunately, you must remain here. Well, not unfortunately, fortunately, you must remain here.
All right.
Good day.
To you as well.
What's that?
We should probably head back upstairs. Something has happened. It appears that
alright.
Ash has made a deal.
Dang it! Ash!
Leah, do you find your way back into the house?
No, she's like, mm-mm.
Okay.
She's like,
Do-
no.
Do Henry and Keysonk see Leah on our way back in?
Yeah.
She doesn't come in, does she?
She stays
Well, but-
outside.
oh,
she's outside. You guys can see her. Yeah.
Oh, it depends. It was where did Keysonk dimension us ours to? I didn't know. Was it like inside the
no,
house still, or
just, he just took us to the basement.
Oh,
Just
okay.
Gave him the slip.
You can still hear the servants in the one room going, hello? Anyone?
Oh, we should probably let them. Guard, somebody, could you let these servants out? I have an urgent matter to. Yes.
Vampire spawn guard glides down the stairs. Of course, sir. And
Thank
floats
you.
over to the door and opens it, lets the servants out. Do you want... I'll let everyone out. And he
Yes, please.
floats over to where the guy playing chess was, lets him out,
Mhm.
and then floats over to where the gnoll vampire spawn was. Peeks through the little hatch on top of the door. Do you wish to serve as a guard or leave? Yeah, guard! Oh, wonderful.
Keep an eye on that one. All right, we should go back upstairs.
And this gnoll vampire comes out and just goes like the Tasmanian devil. Just- yeah, basically.
And spinning around in circles.
I'll keep an eye on this one, Mr. Lofferton.
Yes, please.
Yeah. News is gonna cast Calm Emotions on the gnoll.
Does that work on undead?
Oh, no. It's humanoid. It only works on humanoid. Oh, well. We'll pass through it and be calm for a moment, I guess. Womp womp.
Alright, so where's Henry and Keysong going?
Back up to the door.
Okay. Yeah, you eventually find your way back up to the door and see everyone kind of sitting there, minus Leah.
Where's Leah?
She's outside wandering in the garden and refusing to come back in.
Wait, how do you know? Oh, okay. What happened?
Alrighty, let's go out. I don't want to leave anybody out. I don't want to explain this twice. Let's go out to the garden. So let's just go have a conversation out in the garden.
Should we tell her things? I mean,
It'll be helpful for everyone to know. Asmodeus is well aware of everything I'm about to tell you, so
all right.
she knows a chunk of it. Actually, wait, no, because the silence spell was cast,
Right,
so she would have missed the last bit.
So are we done here? We should just leave, right?
Well, so actually, this island is incredibly safe now. First of all,
What?
Asmodeus's forces will not be making landfall on this island.
At least for the next 8 months.
Right, yes. Well, yes. All right.
Yeah, but who's to say they can't, siege it?
I think, well, he said leave it alone, so I think he's generally going to do that. Let's go. Let me start from the beginning. Let's go out to the garden.
Okay, yeah. All right, everybody, let's go.
All right, so you guys go outside. Leah's not in the garden. Leah, are you doing what we talked about?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in the cemetery on the property? Okay. What are you doing?
Like, she's just, like, trying to find a place, and she just, like, kind of, like, sit down.
Tons of tombstones, names on them.
She's gonna, like, pick a couple mushrooms from her forehead and kind of, like, lay them in front of her.
Okay.
And just, like, holding onto her staff, and she's just trying to, like, contact the fungal lich, and, like, she, like, pricks her finger and, like, puts it on the mushrooms, and it's just, like...
I keep making mistakes, Fungal Lich. I'm your champion, but I don't even know if I'm deserving to be your champion at this point.
There's a sudden kind of like gust of wind. And that gust of wind kind of floats towards the closest gravestone you're sitting by. And the ground around the graves like suddenly like starts to like move, and a hand comes out of the ground. And this like just undead looking individual pulls themselves out of the ground. Looks like just a really long dead person. You can't see any clothes. Nothing's intact. They're like a see-through skeleton covered in mold and moss. And they kind of just sit down in front of you. That's all right, Leah.
But it's not.
Why not?
I just keep making a mess of the group. All I wanted to do when I started this was to see how death happens everywhere else. And now I keep messing up. It's worse than death.
Maybe work together with your friends. Talk about things before diving in.
I wanted to show them I could be like them, just getting the things done.
And they do that, but they commune with each other first. Make them part of your circle.
Okay. I'll try my best.
And sorry that I showed up in this manner. There was nothing suitable that was dead around.
That's okay. I'm just glad I could at least talk to you.
You're doing fine. I've not doubted you once, and I appreciate your unquestionable faith in me.
Asmodeus wanted my staff, but I said no.
Good, that would have been troublesome. And I am... That Warlock isn't with you anymore, correct, Baxter?
No, he's not.
Good.
Why good?
Him and his friends killed me a very long time ago.
But, like... by accident?
I don't know. Apparently they came into my home, shouted some nonsense about me being evil, and then destroyed that body, the one you and all your current friends went to and restored.
I'm gonna have to find out about that.
Oh, he's not long dead, but he's dead. No harm from it anymore. The ones who aided him in that endeavor are also dead, back to the earth. So it is fine.
Cycle begins again. Death, rebirth.
In their sake, I hope it doesn't. That staff will now grant you potent abilities, my champion. It will aid in the defeat of Asmodeus. Show your friends what you're capable of, that you're not just this walking accident.
They said I was a liability. And, I kind of get it now.
Show them that you're not. Summon the creature that you have knowledge of now. Destroy your enemies. Return them to the earth. And give me more bodies is all I ask.
Yeah. She stands up. She's like, yeah, I will.
And you guys kind of come outside and kind of see Leah. You can hear Leah shouting to herself. And you all kind of look over and she's talking to a skeleton that's talking back to her. And then the skeleton turns its head towards everyone else and says, "Your friends are here." And then the skeleton just kind of crawls back into the grave, pulls the grave back over top, and then just no more speaking.
Leah, who is your friend?
The fungal lich. We were having a conversation. I needed to ask him some advice, and he was very, very generous and forthcoming.
Well, that's good. Ash was going to tell everyone about the deal he made with Asmodeus.
Yep. Yeah, that happened.
It wasn't a terrible deal.
Yeah, you heard most of it. All right. So you might want to get comfortable, sit down. Anybody need a drink, refreshments?
No, I think we're all good here, Ash. I think we'd all appreciate if you would just start your tale.
Right. Okay. So here's what happened. So I noticed that when Asmodeus was talking about everything, I'll try to keep this short. When Asmodeus was talking about everything, he mentioned the whole thing about how he could do it in 2 months. He could just crank it up to 2 months, which gave me the idea that, okay, so the 10-month thing wasn't necessary. He was taking his sweet time with this, to enjoy his victory, presumably entertainment. So I decided to give him a deal that would make things more interesting.
And that deal entails?
So we're down from 10 months to 8 months. That 2 months was courtesy of not giving up Soulbreaker, because I didn't want my pal Keysonk to die. So the part that I offered him, first things first, Henry and Carnifex are no longer allowed to aid us in any tangible way against Asmodeus. They can stay, manage the island, and do their mayoral duties, but they cannot directly help us, for example, coming on adventures with us, use their powers, anything other than defending the island, basically. Carnifex is to be an impartial observer, judge, and referee in our competition. Said competition is between us and Asmodeus. Asmodeus has agreed to basically not intervene directly until the 8 months are up. He has put it in writing. He will not intervene, harm any of us directly by his own hand until the date of our final confrontation. So that's comforting, because apparently he could just show up and rip our heads off at any time, so now he can't do that.
Did he put any subtext in as to whether to define his officers or minions?
Well, no, but I figured that that was basically going to happen anyway, and we were probably going to want to fight as much of them as possible, so, that was kind of fair game.
Yeah, it's a good thing he didn't get that dagger then, because that's the only way we can kill him.
That's why I wanted to make sure, we kept that. Also, I didn't want you to die, but...
Yeah.
In exchange for all of these benefits, I offered to basically make this a contest, a competition of sorts, a fair game, leading up to our final confrontation, whereas if in the event that we lose, or in the event that I die at any point prior to this, then he gets me as a pit fiend.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, just my soul just pops right down to hell and I become a pit fiend, working for him.
I'm surprised you wouldn't start as an imp.
I think he would intend to, in the event that it's earlier, use me against you all, so, want me to be as beefy as possible for that bit of poetic justice.
Oh. Dang. So, I mean, sounds like a kickin' wicked deal. I guess the big downside is, like, every battle we fight from here on in, we gotta worry about your ass. Because if you go down, I can't bring you back at all. And
I also have not gone unconscious in a fight since
hey, buddy,
I was possessed by a god.
Hey, buddy, I think you can do it, but it puts a little bit of stress on me for every single battle from here on in. But I mean, I can do it. We're buds. I got your back, okay?
Yeah.
Just we're in a sticky wicket now.
Right. Also, as part of this, a little bit of a caveat we're going to need to figure out a way around. Technically, you know how you're all becoming champions of the World Breakers?
Yes.
So I switched things up a little bit. The core of this deal is that, similar to that, I'll be getting power in an artifact from Asmodeus. Which also means we need to find another person to be the champion of the one that I was going to be the champion of.
Oh, wait, stop.
Hammer time.
Okay, if we're going to talk about anything that, like, planning for our next stuff and what we're going to do, we need to do that in a place where we can't be seen.
Fair point.
And we need to all agree not to touch any suspicious demonic statues in the future.
Infernal.
Honestly, Conifex, we've had a long day, and I really don't care about the difference right now, okay?
Yeah, fair.
If you get my meaning, don't say anything.
All right. If you're going to go plan, if I'm understood that all correctly, I cannot be present.
Kelwyn shows up. Well, hello. I heard the end of that conversation. I guess we have work to do in the house, Mr. Lofferton.
Yes. I'll get this place ready for you, and if I cannot directly intervene, I will do my best to give you a base of operations that will be spick and span and up and running and as functional as possible for anything you need to do.
Thank you, Henry. It's appreciated.
Kelwyn kind of turns to everybody. It's been an honor. I'm doing his voice wrong. I'm doing Irish. To serve you all. salutes.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. You did a good job.
Whoever brought me back to life, thank you. Oh, yes. Mr. Monsoso. Thank you.
Oh yeah, all right.
Be safe out there.
We'll do our best, Kelwyn.
And look on the bright side, you have a hub, kind of gestures to the city, that Osmodius' forces can't touch now.
Yeah, just, keep them out of vamps in line, eh?
I will.
Alright, that's it.
We need to broker a deal on how they're going to feed.
Yes, we'll have to figure something out, but
I could just take them on nightly hunts in the rainforest.
that's true. That's true. Although you'd have to come up with some sort of rotation, because if they're all out hunting, then we'd be defenseless at night.
Yeah, we could split it up. Figure out shifts, guards, hunters.
Yes, we'd also need a day shift.
Of course, I didn't think of that.
You could hire people from the city.
Might I recommend...
Well, there are the servants that are freed from the basement now.
There will probably be some that go against the rules and feed on others. Perhaps there should be some type of watchdog. Maybe some type of
I can handle
person
that.
or officery.
I know how the blood.
HR representative.
I know how the blood hunger gets. I can watch over them.
And if they get stuck, if they get too problematic, then I can just force cage them outside on the front steps until the sun comes up.
There you go.
Alright.
All right, we'll go get working on that. So,
And get everybody rooms.
yes, and get everything ready for all of you. So, well, farewell and good luck planning.
Henry,
Yes.
one last thing.
Oh yes.
Go down. Come here.
Oh yes.
Let me see your hand.
And he's gonna take one of the grab at each of his fingers and stop at the little one.
This is gonna hurt just a little bit.
What?
And he's gonna cut the finger off.
Oh, why?
How's Carnifex feel about that?
Why did you do that?
How long does Armor Vagathis last?
I was gonna say, did he still have
10
armor?
minutes.
Okay.
So it was, that's been melted away by now. But this regenerate spell is still going on.
Okay, well, has it been less than an hour?
Yeah. I mean,
I
we've
suppose,
been
yeah.
chatting and doing this stuff, but yeah.
So just slowly just starts regenerating back.
Yeah, like a baby finger.
Why did you feel the need to do that?
No, it was my first time doing it, so I kind of wanted to see. Plus, I mean, that's still good for I don't know, a few minutes. Have fun.
I'll keep that in mind. I wouldn't be lopping off any fingers or anything, though.
And yeah, Kelwyn walks through the front door and starts getting things up. And you guys did take a long rest an hour before sunset. Or no.
No, it was... Oh, wait.
Like an hour or so after sunset. So it's probably
Yeah.
still dark out.
Early morning. Ogden, can I speak to you off to the side for a minute?
Yeah, I think that'd be very important. Let's skedaddle.
So,
Goodbye, guys.
Sorry. I meant to say goodbye to him before he cut off his finger, but yeah. It got
and that's how
goofy.
Eclipse and
It got
Ogden left the
goofy.
party forever without
Yeah,
Noose being able
sorry.
to say goodbye. About what you did earlier. For the first few seconds after I realized what had happened, I was fucking pissed. But after hearing what Ash did, I wanted to thank you for it. Asmodeus got in my head when he talked about news, and I couldn't stop myself.
I should say the last thing I ever want to do is come between you and what you do best. But I also I think we should make a deal right now, because I don't ever want to I don't ever want you to step in front of me again. I want you to step beside me. I think that's a better way for us to protect each other. Is to fight beside each other and not in front of the other. Because I can't watch you get hurt, like permanent hurt by a devil who or by a god I'm powerless against. I tried everything.
I know. I think we all did. Ogden, Boon, I accept your deal. I will stand by you if you stand by me.
All right, then we're going to Smooch Town.
I was gonna say roll initiative. Okay.
Where was that room he was talking about?
So that the vampires use rigorously.
Hey, let's head back to the ship. Let's head back to the ship. Yeah.
Oh no! This is just Smooch Town. This is a romantic night, Smooch Town.
Okay.
Night on Cala de Cuervos looks real nice. Or like when it's dark on Cala de Cuervos looks real nice. Like all like the lights from the town below, the fireflies kind of flying around the property.
But then the crack of dawn coming up behind us, silhouetting.
Yeah, the distant sounds of vampires romping in the romance
It's like
room.
the kiss from the beginning of The Princess Bride.
And that's where we're going to take a quick break. Fan art! Well, that's where we're going to take a quick break. So we'll see you all back here in a few minutes to see if anybody else makes deals with the devil. So, in a few minutes, everyone. 2.5. Hi, everybody. We're back. We all just spoke to Leah and whatnot. And Ash spoke about his deal. And then Eclipse and Ogden kissed as the sun rose. And we'll say, as the sun is rising, it's now daytime on the island.
Has Ogden polymorphed into an eagle and they're going on a more sunrise flight?
A polymorph. Did waste just a gang of high level spells.
Yeah, same. Well, guys, are we heading to Old Newport then?
It's as good a place as any.
I haven't busted up this map in a long time.
Get a new artifact. Check out an old tavern. Maybe get some free drinks.
Yeah, and the thing is, we aren't gonna have a whole lot of sailing time either.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty close to here.
No, I mean, like,
Yeah, it is. It's about,
our ship can.
Oh, yeah.
it's about 2 days from here.
Our ship can teleport. We don't even need to wait 2 days.
But do we have the teleportation circle we can go to?
No, the ship can teleport.
The ship can teleport once a day, and it can plane shift once a week.
Like I said, I'm not so great on this magic stuff. So if you say it, I'll believe it.
Oh yeah, sorry. One more thing. I do need to go to the deepest layer of the 9 hells at some point.
Well,
Sorry, what?
That's where Asmodeus's artifact is.
Well, I think. Oh wait, never mind.
Go ahead. How do you think we will get to this deepest, darkest layer of the 9 hells?
I mean, I suppose I could just go without an artifact, but I just, that's where mine is, I guess.
Okay.
I could go myself. Well, that probably wouldn't be a good idea. I'd probably die and turn into a pit fiend,
No,
but
I got us into this mess again. We'll go. At least take me with you. At least do that.
Split the party.
We'll cover that later. We'll cross that bridge when we come to. Hang on a second. If I put the cursed ring on, hear me out here for a second. The cursed ring turns you into a vampire. The only thing it does is it turns you into a vampire if you die while wearing it.
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, did you say it was that when you die, or you die the next day?
No, it's if you die, then on the next day you're raised as a vampire.
I'm pretty sure a contract with an infernal prince, king, whatever you want to call him, would probably override that.
I was just wondering. If it bought me another life, that might be worth it.
Well, considering it doesn't do anything until he dies, and he's already sold his soul when he dies, what could be the harm in letting him do it?
I mean, it takes him an attunement slot, and I don't really have a lot of those left, but just worth thinking about.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah, fair. I was just spitballing here.
I mean, I don't want to see you come back evil.
Well, I'll come back evil either way. It's either a pit fiend or a vampire, so...
Either one, he's with us in bed, which we just have to, keep him from killing innocents, or the other, he is literally unable to do anything against Asmodeus if he is ordered to attack us.
Man.
Or Nightmare Door number 3, you just mix the two together and he's a
vampire pit fiend.
A vampire.
Yeah, that'd be the worst case scenario, really.
But so cool.
I'm gonna aim for not dying. I'm just gonna aim for not dying.
Let's stick with that plan.
We all are. So the bar remains that we are trying to not die today.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or
So,
ever, really,
guys,
in the next 8 months.
Before we make it back to the ship, I need to see if I can find some gauze and bandages and stuff. Hopefully get a few more healers kits, because they might be really useful.
Yeah, that's
coming
true.
up.
Wait a minute. You have that regeneration spell and used it to cut off Henry's finger instead of cutting off Ogden's hand to see if it would fix that wound?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to use it all at once. I actually cast it on him earlier when Asmodeus was reaching out at him.
Oh, okay. I thought you just did it to try it out, honestly. There's a lot going on.
No, yeah, I thought he was going to get, like, touched or something, and if, like, anything happened, I was going to chop off his arm while Asmodeus was trying to do something with him and Henry.
Mm-hmm.
That was what was going on in my head.
Right. Well, that spell would be really helpful on me if I'm close to dying, because I would just like pop back up as soon as I went unconscious.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Or anyone for that matter.
It takes a whole minute to cast, though.
Oh, does it?
You guys were talking for a while, so I kind of took advantage of that.
And it's expensive.
Right. Yeah, right. Okay, I see. So we got to figure out where we're going. Or we're going to hut this up, right?
I think we should just go back to the ship, wish Henry and Carnifex well, and head off to Old Newport.
I mean, again, I need to get some supplies.
Yes, of course, we'll stock up on supplies.
Ash, with your deal, because of the non-interference thing, you would know that Asmodeus can also not scry on anyone while they're on this island.
Okay. Just got a little brain update from the deal.
Universal head thought?
Yeah. The contract did in fact mention that scrying on this island is off limits. So this island is private.
Oh.
From everyone or just Asmodeus's forces?
Well, Asmodeus, the ones that like made the deal.
So what was all this word about us needing to find someone else to take on the burden of these artifacts?
Yeah, we need another champion.
Yeah, Ash can't take on the mantle of mourning anymore, so we need someone else.
What's the ruling on someone, trying to double up?
I think we said you can't, right?
Oh, okay.
One champion per artifact.
I mean, Henry and Dustin... No, not Henry and Dustin. Ash and Dustin are basically the same person.
Oh, he's way weaker than me.
Dustin's level 3.
Yeah, he would. He's made of tissue paper, but compared to us.
Tissue paper.
Compared to when I first started off and he was my trainer as like a 0 level character, like, yeah, it was great, but getting me up to level 1.
So are we just thinking, like, Sigmund?
Yeah, let's take stock of if we can just get it and then take stock of who our most powerful allies are.
He could probably make it look really cool, considering that he is a very high-level magic tailor.
Yeah, but consider what you're asking. We're asking someone to become a champion of a world breaker. We do this not because we want to. We do this, well, most of us are doing this because it's a necessary burden to help free the world.
This is probably a bad suggestion, but hear me out. What if Bjoxnas?
No.
Oh, well, they have to be willing. You can't just make someone do it.
Hey, I'm sure we can convince a Kuatoa.
And that would be the one hit champion.
Yeah. Everybody wants
It's probably bad. It's probably not a good idea, but I just thought I'd throw it out there. I think a few others of us were thinking it.
No, really, I don't think they were.
Ogden, we were on the same page,
Oh,
right?
yeah, we're at 100%.
Great, thank you. High five.
Sure thing, honey.
Aw.
Hey, you stand by me, I'll stand by you. In every aspect.
All right. So we are heading to Old Newport, yes? Does anybody else need to get anything from town? Where?
I'd like to get a couple things. News?
All right, let's go.
Well, so real quick, perhaps we should like plan out where we're going and there's our chain of events here, so we can supply up for where we're going and what we're doing specifically.
I believe Old Newport, and that's gonna be, what is it? That's gonna be a bunch of demons, I think we're gonna have to fight. I don't know, just based on that
But
pillar
the
that was out front.
I mean, well, yeah, possibly, but they're most likely not minions of Asmodeus.
Wait,
What if? I mean, we could offer up that we are seeking to become the champion of Tiamat, because we kind of are, or at least I am.
She's also a devil.
Yeah, but she's a dragon devil.
well, yeah, but I mean, what kind of supplies do you think we could get for that? I don't think closses will work.
I mean, holy water, holy oil, maybe. I honestly don't know what we're up against.
And those demons only popped out when you guys touched the obelisk.
Honestly,
Which we did repeatedly.
honestly, we're all actually pretty. All of us has some pretty good abilities. So I don't think we really need anything other than spell slots and our skills.
Considering how far our individual skill sets have come since we were last on Old Newport, we might be okay
Episode
with
4.
limited preparation.
Episode 4.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm getting some bandages and stuff. With
All right. I will probably need to get more rum.
There is a tavern here.
So I may just purchase a bottle of 7. And maybe trade in some of the weapons I can't use anymore and that no one else wants or needs.
we might want to give them to our crew, just in case.
That's true.
Yeah, I think Monkfish could use a dagger.
When everybody was exiting the house, did anybody take the pretty rapier that was left behind?
That was left in Edmund's dungeon.
Yes.
No one picked that up.
What was that rapier that Edmund left?
Hey,
Was that back at the house?
Did we loot all the magic items out of the house?
You didn't.
I don't think so. Does
We should
anyone
really
want
make sure to go loot that house real quick.
Yeah,
Alright, you
does
guys-
anyone want to just come back with me real quick and we'll
Yeah,
go
I'll
grab
go
that?
loot.
You guys go have fun. And do all your things. I'm gonna get stuff to make sure none of you die.
Yeah, I'll come with you, News. I want to get a herbalism kit and some stuff for health potions.
All right, guys, be safe. All the healers are not with you.
Okay, so
here's the recipe for the health potions, Leah, if you want
thanks,
and
Ogden.
there is an apothecary on the island. So for the sake of sanity, whoever goes back to the house to loot it for magic items, you do find Edmund's rapier still, or his body magically burned without any curtains, because I fucked up. But yes, the rapier is like laying there in the ash. It's a jet black rapier with like black roses and skulls that make up the hilt and pommel.
Ogden, do you mind identifying this for me? You don't have to if you're out of spell
Take
slots.
10 minutes.
I recommend a legend lore as well.
I don't own legend.
I have to wait until tomorrow to cast it again.
It is a
uses
new
up 5 charges.
It is a new. Oh yeah, it wouldn't be the new dawn because you guys. Yeah, never mind. Cool. You gain a plus. This weapon is called Death's Embrace. Can only be attuned by a creature of non-good alignment. You gain a plus.
Non-good.
You gain a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. When you hit a living creature with this weapon, the creature must succeed on a DC 17 con save, or a random ability score of theirs is reduced by 1d6. So roll a d6, and then roll another d6. So the first d6 determines what ability score gets drained. The second d6 drains that ability score by that amount until they finish a long rest. And your dexterity score raises by 1 to a maximum of 25. So once you drain an enemy, your dex score gets raised up by 1.
Oh shit, it's the Craven Edge for rogues.
Basically. This extra damage does not affect constructs or undead. Extra damage? There isn't extra damage on here. I don't know what I was talking about. Ignore that. Maybe. A creature has an ability score reduced to 0 by this weapon, dies, and rises as a vampire spawn under your control 24 hours later if buried in the ground.
Oh, it's so good.
And
Yeah,
Ogden, you also detect other things on that sword that are not being revealed by the Identify spell.
Just so you know, Sweetness, this has other things that are evil on it, I assume. So, user beware.
You're in for a scare. Goosebumps.
Mm-mm.
Shout out.
I'm gonna pull out Ogden's robe that I still have in my pack and wrap it around the sword. I won't start using this until Ash's had a look at it. All right?
That does, I would recommend that heavily, thoroughly, and thoroughly endorsed. Let's find more loot.
That's all you find.
Oh.
That's all we find.
All the other magical stuff has been found and taken out. Actually, hold on. Ogden,
Did we find any more secret rooms?
No, but Ogden, you have a very high passive investigation, correct?
Yeah, that's 24 passive investigation.
Okay. So when you guys are looking around the dungeon, you find a room that opens into a 30-foot diameter pit that drops 300 feet into a twisting chasm of rock and the churning ocean below. You get a sense that's where the Belwyns have disposed some bodies.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't go down there, obviously. That's not smart. You would die. I
can levitate down there.
There's no point going down.
Okay.
Because there's nothing down there. You find in Edmund's office, just like going through everything, where he would write up his notes in his study, where the curtains were originally, where you found his ledger. There is a secret compartment hidden behind a portrait on the wall. Oh, hidden behind the boar head on the wall, you find a small lockbox.
The boar head with the butt cheeks? The butt print?
That was a bat.
That was a bat.
Okay.
A giant bat.
Edmund's study has the boar head. Yeah, you find behind the boar head a secret compartment with a lockbox inside.
Then I pull the lockbox out, put it on the desk, and just kind of Eclipse, if you would be so kind.
What is my passive unlocking?
You unlock it anyway. There's nothing about it. Inside is 55 platinum, 30 gold, 10 silver, 5 copper, and a ring. That looks like a skull. It's a band of iron that resembles a skull and is cold to the touch. And its left eye is closed, and its right eye looks like there's a yellow gem set into
it. Dearest, would you do the honors?
Oh, okay. Just 10 minutes.
10 minutes passed. It is a ring of obscuring. Requires attunement. It has 3 charges, regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. As an action while wearing the ring, you can expend one of its charges to cast the Fog Cloud spell from it. With the following changes. The cloud is centered on you when it first appears, and it lasts for a minute, no concentration required.
Cool. Ninja Vanish ring. Got it.
Yes. And that's we're trying to get this whole thing over with as quickly as possible. Yep, that's it. You already found Rudolph's hidden lockbox, so
We Fortnite dance our way out of the house.
okay.
And
Cool.
shall we go back to the ship and meet everyone at the ship, or do they say meet in town or meet at the ship?
Yeah, I think we should meet at the ship. If not, we can message people on our way through town.
Perfect. Maybe stroll through town and kind of give everybody the.
Okay.
Or we could just message them.
So whereabouts is everyone like headed to in town, so we can knock that out real quick?
I'm going to the general store or what looks to be the surgeon/doctor's office.
Okay, so
on the island.
no general store.
The barber shop.
As you're wandering, you find the tavern, an inn called the Bilge and Plank, Honeycomb Apothecary, Wilted Lily Brothel and Bathhouse, Aaron Gold's Eccentricities, which is the magic shop / whatever else you need, and then there's the museum.
So is there any place where I could get healer's kits?
Apothecary.
Okay, cool.
Leah's sticking to Kisok during this.
So
Alright.
you're both headed to the apothecary.
So, based on these signs, it looks like the only thing that would have what I'm looking for would be this right here. This
And-
apothecary.
You see this cylindrical-shaped building, single story, nestled just before the rainforests and jungles that head towards the manor. You can probably figure out the proprietor heads into these jungles and rainforests to gather their ingredients. It's made from hand-chiseled stone, has a rough appearance to it. The roof is thatched in a braid-like pattern.
We might just find some stuff for that, Oh, we have a recipe for healing potions.
Yeah.
If we're smart about it,
Ogden gave it to me.
if we're smart about it, we might be able to invest in this person and have them give us cheap healing potions.
What do you
Because
mean?
we can't make them. This recipe's useless to us. None of us know how to make healing potions anyway.
Well, Kisong. Well, I've used herbs before. I just need a herbalism kit.
Oh, we could probably find one of them here too.
Yeah.
Let's
So
do it.
We can get some pre-made ones, but homemade are always the best, right?
Uh-huh.
Get that extra made with love.
Yeah.
It's an extra
Alright.
D4.
Let's go.
The two of you step into the Honeycomb Apothecary, and the inside smells incredibly acrid, and acid marks are splattered across the walls, floor, and ceiling. Holes mark the floor where acid has eaten through, and there are barrels nestled about that seem to be filled with strange, unidentifiable liquid. Dried herbs and flowers hang from the ceiling, and behind the counter sits hundreds of jars of various alchemical ingredients, and kind of like standing near a cauldron is this elderly-looking Kenku, definitely nearing the end of their life, missing numerous patches of feathers. Their eyes are filled with cataracts. They're wearing an incredibly acid-worn and soot-stained brown cotton tunic, complete with beige necktie. And they're just stirring in the cauldron.
Whoa!
Still stirring in the cauldron.
Whoa!
Stirring in the cauldron.
You go quap.
Yeah, still stirring in the cauldron.
Leah will use her telepathy and
Be like, hello, sir.
Jumps and kind of like drops the big spoon in the cauldron. Looks around and sees you. Holds up like a little finger. Runs over to behind the counter. Pulls up this big hearing horn and sticks it in the left ear. Where the left ear would be on a Kenku. Hello!
Hi. were looking to see if you had some supplies that we needed.
What?
We wrote a key song.
Supplies!
What?
Supplies!
Oh! What do you want?
I too have seen UHF.
Healers kits.
Nods.
How
Just
many
like-
you got?
A lot. 6.
Oh, take them all.
30 gold.
On the counter.
Okay.
Do you have a herbalism kit?
What?
She is gonna use her telepathy towards him.
Do you have a herbalism kit?
He seems like relieved how much easier that is. 5 gold.
I'll take it.
Okay, you have herbalism kit. So you can see this bag containing clippers, mortar and pestle, vials, pouches, all that kind of stuff.
And then she's gonna like take out the healing potion recipe. Just be like,
Do you have any wild sage root or blister shrooms?
I have all the ingredients.
Can I please have 9 wild sage roots, 3 ounces of purified water, and 3 blister shrooms?
47 gold.
Okay,
Are you sure you don't want more? Is that only for one potion?
it's for 3, but
Oh, wait, for 3? Shit, I did the math wrong.
because it's like
75 gold.
yeah, okay.
okay.
And she'll hork over the 75 gold.
All right, and because you have herbalism kit, you have vials. So he hands you the mushrooms, the sage root, and the purified water, and the other stuff that you do not have.
Perfect.
It takes 24 hours to make one basic healing potion.
Thank you.
I advise keeping an eye on it the entire time. Well, check on it every hour.
What's happened before with them?
Leave it long too long, it might turn into a different potion.
How long?
I don't know. I generally do it correctly every time.
Can I get an extra set just in case?
And she like puts down 25 more gold
And
pieces.
he gives you what you need. I sell poisons.
Do you need any poison?
Vials. Gold. 1 gold piece per vial.
No, the poison is usually pretty expensive. I don't know what this guy's selling.
Poisons that I harvest and make myself.
How do you make them?
Expertly.
And I meant, do you use plants? Is it like animal bones?
Plants, animals, other stuff.
I think we're good.
I can make truth serum. That's a common one. That one got bought a lot by the Belwyns, but I'm gonna stop selling it. 'Cause it's kind of fucked up.
Do you still have any on hand?
If I did, I would refuse to sell it out of a moral ground.
That's very kind of you.
Thank you. The Belwyns forced me to make it and sell it, but they haven't been by yet today, so...
We killed them.
Oh! No deals or anything, but thanks.
You're welcome. What were you making in your pot?
Potion.
I kind of figured.
And she just turns to Kisunk and is just like,
Yeah, you done?
I'm done.
All right, let's go. I got something for you. Let's go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As I leave, I noticed that.
Oh, wait! Who's
What?
running out the door? If you ever need a potion or a poison identified, I do it for 1 gold piece per potion. Without the risk of you having to suck on it or sip it.
Thank you.
Noose knows this is the worst prank ever and would definitely kill the guy, but he kind of reaches to like the vial of acrid he has in his pocket.
Oh yeah, kill the guy, maybe burn down his building.
Yeah. And blow us up too.
Maybe kill Kisunk and Lee at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. But he doesn't do anything.
And then he runs back inside.
So I've been thinking, you kind of with nature and stuff, and you got all the weird, like, animal things that you do. And I mean, as I've been getting to be a better cleric, I found that I need to spread out some of the things that I have that aren't helping me, and give them to people that it might help better. So I'm gonna give you this. You don't need to use it. You can give it to someone else if you want, but I figured I would give it to you so that you had some more options. It's kind of nice. You like snakes?
And he pulls out like the whip with the snake head on it.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Yeah, it looks just like a snake, and it's called the Rattler. And if you say hiss, then it does like acid damage.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Kisong.
and
Yeah,
she'll
no
like
problem.
give him a hug.
No. Thanks.
That's really, really sweet. I know how much you love using this.
Yeah, I figured since we might come in contact with all those other generals or whatever you want to call them, I should probably be using that Soulbreaker thing a bit more.
It is a really neat weapon.
Yeah, but this one's really good too. It does a lot. It does some good stuff.
It feels so weird in my hand, but I do like it.
Mm-hmm. Have some fun with that. Maybe give it a couple practice swings.
I'll just make sure no one's around, Kisong.
That's a good idea.
Heaven has a good thing with me accidentally touching things.
Well, don't worry. I've touched that plenty, so it's in good hands now.
Thanks,
We'll stay.
Kisong.
All right. Well, we better get back to the ship, right? Yeah, hopefully we'll. Unless there was something else you need to get.
Well, there's... Sigmund wanted fabric.
Oh,
But
why?
it doesn't look like there's any place on the island. Did you see anything?
There wasn't anything on the sign, I don't think. But, he can hang in there. He said he fabricates his own stuff anyway.
I was really hoping for him to make me something.
I bet he still could.
I'll have to ask him.
Yeah. You ready to go?
Yeah.
What? Let's go.
All right, Ash and Henry.
Hmm?
What are you guys up to, Ash and Henry? Is Henry saying goodbye to the party? What's up?
Yeah, Henry went off while we were talking to go and do stuff with Kelvin.
Oh, that's right. That was the goodbye.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Ash is
that was the
with
goodbye.
Ash was with Eclipse and Ogden
Right.
while they were searching for magic items.
So you guys would have to go back to Aaron Gold's Eccentricities. That's the magic shop on the island. Well, magic supplier.
Wait, I thought we were going back to the ship.
I thought they were going to the magic. Okay. I'm confused.
Yeah,
All
I think
right.
they were done, and they were just like, yeah, let's head back to the ship.
We see people. Well, no shit.
Mhm.
All right, so you all head back to the ship then. You can see Monkfish and all the Kuatoa on deck, like just doing nothing because they've been here for like a day and a half, and they're just like lounging.
Hey, Monkfish, do you want some magical weapons?
Depends.
I've got this dagger, I've got this rapier, I've got this other cool rapier that I'm probably gonna use on myself. But I've got this one that flames.
Is a rapier a simple weapon?
I don't think so. I had to practice pretty hard with it. But
so-
this dagger is.
I'll take the dagger, I guess.
Alright,
Uh,
here you go. One dagger of venom.
I do prefer my quarterstaff, but and my sickle. Actually, I use a sickle.
I mean-
but hey, thanks.
You can throw it at someone if you're too far away to punch him in one turn.
That sounds fun. Thanks a bunch.
You're welcome.
All right. So what's the plan? What are we doing, everyone?
We are making way. What's the
Yeah.
nautical term?
Is the tide right for us to sail to
Old Newport.
Old Newport?
Well, the ship can teleport, but if you want to sail it, that's cool too.
Oh, are we talking generally group question? Yeah. I know it can teleport. I just thought I'd ask.
Do we want to travel the seas to kind of take a bit of a breather while we travel, or do we just want to beeline it right there?
Well, if we save the teleport, we could teleport the ship and everyone on it away from any imminent dangers.
Always an escape plan. I like it.
And that Belwyn ship did sail away, but I assume you all killed those dicks. So that ship serves nobody anymore. So.
Well, when this is all over, we will be sure to recruit them into the
Fleet.
The fleet. Yes. Really good with media, not so good on nautical terms tonight.
All right. Well, see y'all later. And he just walks below deck.
Hey, Bjorksness! How would you feel about being what's it called? I am blanking on so many terms now. A betrayer god's champion. Is that a meh for yes, of course, I'd love to, or a blah for not really. I'm kind of in the groove.
You get the
on
sense.
ship.
You get the sense not really because Kuatoa believe in the gods they make. So, nada.
All right, fair's fair. Glad we had this talk.
Burp.
Back to work.
Joseph is here, getting taught how to fight by Dustin on the top deck as well.
Joseph! No, I'm kidding. No,
Hey,
I would never do. I would never do that to Joseph. That was a joke.
Where's Henry?
He's the mayor of the island now.
Poor guy.
And Kellen is the sheriff.
Oh, wow.
You should have gotten Kelvin a badge.
All right, well, I was just teaching Joseph here how to fight, just in case. Just like fist fighting, not like, hey, here's how you stab somebody.
Well, maybe if he gets good enough to beat you, Monkfish could teach him a few things
Right.
about punching.
Sure. Hey, Gerhardt.
Yeah, what's up?
Get in any trouble on the island?
Kinda, yeah.
All right, well, nice.
Everybody just looks at Leah.
Well, I'll start getting stuff ready then.
Sounds good.
Yeah, chugs a White Claw.
And yeah, the Kuatoa are like raising the sails, pulling the anchor up. Everyone's just like, yeah, setting sail or waiting to see what the next command is.
I guess I'm gonna go talk to Thror.
Yep.
Let him know that we're on our way to Old Newport.
Are we sailing? Or
I think we're sailing. Yes, it's gonna take about 2 days.
well,
Really get the
not 2 days with me.
I'm sorry. I hear your laugh. I misunderstood that. I'm sorry.
Hold on to something.
Oh, okay. Right.
I'm kidding. We're not going that fast.
Oh.
It'll just be a little faster than you're accustomed to.
Speedboat across the ocean in a massive
And
war.
And Thror's just like, I will steer the ship, I think.
Great. So, is there anything that you want me to relay to the crew?
Tell the Kuatoa to stop shitting on my deck.
Does that upset? I'm curious. Do you feel?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say that's a whole. We must feel. It must be a whole nightmare considering the room
I hear
just behind.
everything.
Not great. Did not improve terribly. Are there any other senses that are engaged and attached to this boat?
Sight. That's how I steer.
Thank God you didn't say smell. All right.
No smell, thankfully.
Thank God.
I assume our deal is in order.
Frau Lewin be praised. Our deal?
Yeah, once you're done with this quest, you take my heart back to my corpse.
Yeah, once we're done saving the world, I take your heart back to your corpse.
All right, just double checking.
Yeah, no, whoa, hey, hold on. This is your boy. This is Ogden Boon.
Ogden, as you're talking to Thror, you kind of feel another presence in the room, and the scene kind of just fades out, and you're standing in a derelict wasteland of just gray. You're in the Shadowfell, essentially. And up above you is this massive living moon. And it's just like looking down. It looks disgusting. It's like dripping fluid under the ground. And a bunch of other nasty stuff. And this little like mouth kind of opens up on it. And like eyes where the like, craters are kind of like turn to look at you. And it says, "Hello, champion."
Yeah. Hello.
Do you want to know how to power that ring fully?
Sure. Yeah. Right on.
One of my children must be destroyed. They have become a blight in the sand.
Okay.
This child has been buried in the tomb of Corm Regal.
Shut up. Wow, this is meant to be.
And must be destroyed.
Hold on. You know that like tombs are my thing, right?
Exactly.
Wow.
Goodbye, Mr. Boon.
Okay, well,
and
sleep.
Back in the room with Thror. So yeah, the Kuatoa keep shitting on the deck. It'd be cool if they would
Big
stop.
Moon.
What?
I've been here. Have I been here? Was that a?
It was all like a telepathic, like a vision.
Oh, sorry.
Hey Ogden, I was just checking in. We haven't really started moving yet.
We're about to. Yeah.
You okay?
I'm fine. I'll be better in a moment. Thror, yeah. Let's I'll relay the coordinates to you. Do you, since you can see everywhere, do you want me to just chart it on the map in the other room?
Of course.
I'll chart out the path for you, but if you want to get us, out of the no wake zone in the island and start heading,
Done.
Great.
No storms.
You know what? Let's pump that fog. Pump that fog.
Speed run.
And then all of you on the top deck can just see like fog starting to swirl and emanate behind the back of the ship as it sails through the ocean on its way to Old Newport. And as it's sailing, Noose, you feel a little tickle on the top of your hand. And it's just a little spider scurrying across the skin before it buries again. And that's where we're going to end the session for the week.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Spiders. That's a no from me.
That's going to be a no from me, dog. Oh, spider?
So, thanks for watching, everybody. Amid the technical difficulties, those will all hopefully be fixed the first week of November when I am actually close to my router. And in a place where the technicians can actually do it. But thanks for watching, everybody. That was episode 79.
69
part 10.
Next week, episode 80.
69 part 11.
Or 80. Next week. Huge milestone. That's crazy. Going to an island you all haven't been on since you were like episode 4 or 5. You were there, so.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to find.
Leah's never been there.
Nope, neither has Ogden. And you all finally get to go into a tomb.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited. Dungeon time, guys. Dungeons.
So, and that obelisk might still be there. There's Giles, the ship, right? Who's on that island?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's where we got the awesome paint job.
The magical shipwright.
For Boon.
Yeah. And the Tarask
Man, that was a
Tavern.
cool
But
ship.
Tarasks don't stay dead. The Tarask doesn't stay dead when it dies. So who knows what that's about as well? Good night, everybody. We'll see you all here tomorrow for Rime of the Frost Maiden at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. What the fuck are they going to do tomorrow? They have so many jobs to
Go
go
out
for.
and vote if you're an American citizen and
Yes,
registered.
do it. What the fuck is happening down there?
I have no idea.
We don't even know.
What's more of a train wreck, the States or our fucking D&D sessions?
The States. Roid Rage! Good night, everybody.